Hey guys, my name's Austin and this is Wide Range Adventures. Today I'm going to do a review on a little toy that the wife got me for Christmas. It's the Goat Guns AR-15. I've seen quite a bit about these and they're supposed to kind of work like a real gun, like you're supposed to be able to like rack the action. The trigger's supposed to operate. You actually like put not real bullets, but they have like little tiny bullets in there that you can put in the magazines. They're supposed to be pretty cool. She also got me the 50 cal scope, which says that it fits 50 cal AR and M4 models. And then she got me the tan sling, and it fits Goat Gun toy AR, M4, and AK models. I've never put one of these together, so this is going to be just an honest review of my opinion of them, and I guess we'll check out how cool they really are together, but I'm excited.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. And I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up.
Alright, so I know you can't really see my face now, but my face isn't the point of this video, right? The toys are the point of the video. So let's open it up. I can already tell it's got some weight to it for a toy, so I'm expecting it to be mostly metal and pretty cool. So I'll show you what all comes in it, if you can see that. And let's get her open. Looks like they kind of glue these babies together. It's not a joke. Comes with a cool little Goat Gun sticker. That'll go on my gun safe. My gun safe's just covered in stickers relating to guns and products that I buy and hunting and everything else. So we'll add that to it. Ow! Watch for the staples. That baby got me. I got a bite mark. That's right. Just making sure you guys can still see okay. Yeah, you can. So hopefully that stops bleeding so that I don't have to go get a Band-Aid or anything. Yeah, so that's metal. It's pretty realistic. So the hand grip part is plastic, just like you would imagine, or just like it would be on a real gun. And safe, semi-auto, that all rotates. Trigger does move. Magazine release works just as you would expect. Cool. Let's pull everything out and see what we got here. Okay, those are all part of your upper. Let's see what this is. That's a sight. I'll put that on just to show you, but I am going to put the scope on instead. This to me looks like a suppressor, but I'm not 100% sure. Let's get it all out. Actually, let's see what the back of the box shows. Yeah, it shows it's a suppressor, which I would rather have the suppressor on it than the flash guard. So Oh yeah, it flash card unscrews. And it looks like the suppressor should just screw right on there. Trying to not strip it, so I'm trying to back it out a little bit to where I can feel it click. Maybe we'll revisit that. That doesn't seem like it wants to go on. This looks pretty simple. That looks like it just clicks. Yep, that just snaps right down on there. Locks into place. Looks like it's got a little release button there, so you can take it off. But it's pretty solid, so I'm just gonna leave it. That's all metal. Wondering how realistic it is, because really AR-15, you got to pull that just a little bit more than normal to get it to slide on. And there she goes. That's not super adjustable like I would expect it to be. It seems like it's pretty tight, honestly. So not super impressed with that. I feel like that should adjust more than that. I don't know. That's pretty much locked in there. Here's a magazine. Doesn't really snap in like I would expect it to either. It looks like it should. Let's look at the instructions. Oh, another sticker of the AR-15. So the instructions show: place the top A and bottom handguards on barrel by pushing against spring, locking into place. Narrow A handguard on top. So it says the narrow one goes on top. So I'm expecting it to sit kind of like that, with the narrow one or the smaller one on top. Okay, I see how this works. So that just sits in there, and the force of it up against that is what keeps it in. It's got a little spring back here. It locks into place here, and the force of it pushes it forward, locks it into place there. Kind of got to put them in together at the same time, or else it sits off center and doesn't want to work. So that's super simple. It just kind of snaps in there like that. Definitely does not want to sit straight though. It's definitely fighting me. I don't think there's a forward or a back on this thing. And you know what? Maybe there is. Maybe I'm putting them in the wrong way. So they do look a little bit different. I don't know if you can see the back there, how it's got that little slot in it. I don't know, I guess they kind of look pretty similar, huh? That one's a little different. Yeah, they're a little different. So I don't know if you can tell, but this has kind of got like an inner lip. So it kind of like goes like that. And this side does not. It's just like up and over. And same with this side. It's got a little bit lip. And this side does not. It's just straight up and over. So I'll put the lip sides together. So there's a lip on each. Now I'm going to assume those lips, I think those would go forward. That would make the most sense to me. Yeah, we're going to do that. And booyah, there it is. So make sure that little lip on both the top rail and bottom rail are forward. And now it sits in there pretty good. It's actually pretty solid now. So that's cool. Yeah, so it says the buffer tube, it just clicks on, like we already did that. But then it says that this just slides on there, and it really did not just slide on there. It kind of fought me. And I just don't think that pin's, that pin's not coming far enough out. So that little like button part doesn't work. I kind of have to pull on it more to get it to slide. But it does slide if I pull on it. So I'm gonna leave it about like that. That looks pretty good to me. It says optional, screw on the suppressor, which I couldn't get it to bite, and I really don't want to strip it out because I imagine this thing's just aluminum. Feels like it should bite right there. There it goes. Cool. I like it with the suppressor better than the little muzzle flash. Okay, we got the suppressor on. Load, I like how it says that, load non-firing rounds into magazine. So I just want to clarify, these aren't going to shoot. But how cool would it be if they did? You could snipe some mice and grasshoppers and stuff. I'm all about that. Start shooting grasshoppers with these babies. That'd be cool. So I got 2 of them to load, but the third one doesn't really want to go. But these aren't looking like these are supposed to stagger more than they are. Make sure that your bullets are centered on the spring, and then it'll go. So there we go. Got my little bullets loaded up in the magazine. Attach slide magazine into receiver until it clicks into place. So you're supposed to slide it. Oh, no, it didn't click. It's supposed to click. It's supposed to lock in. I wonder if I better rack a shell, you know? Yeah, that thing is not clicking. It's supposed to lock into place and then I do like that though. So your little door opens when you pull it back to rack one in, just like it normally would. So far, my only like really big complaint, one, I guess I got two actually. Magazine is not clicking into place like it's supposed to. It's supposed to click in and lock with to where you can release it with the magazine release. To me, it looks like it should. It looks like it should work, but it's not. It's even got the little groove on the magazine to lock it into place, and it's not working. So, oh, that's it. You just got to smack it like it's a real AR. Smack that magazine, and now she's locked in there. See if it'll rack around. I don't know if they actually do. I thought they did, but maybe they don't. Maybe they don't. Kind of cool little toy. And then, let's see if we can figure out how this sits. Attach mount piece to display stand using screw provided. I'm guessing this is the mount piece, and I'm guessing it sits in the bottom of the handle, just like that. And there is a little screw with this little itty bitty screwdriver. Don't lose it, because that screw is tiny. And there it is, just like that. It pushes up in the handle. There it is, all ready to display. So that's what comes in this little box. Oh, it comes with that sight too. So you could put this little sight on, which is, we'll just do it really quick. Looks super simple. Looks like it attaches the same way a normal Picatinny rail would attach, and boom, it's on. So, very cool little display gun. Actually, I think they're super cool looking. That thing looks legit. Kind of had some struggles getting it put together right off the bat. Let's swap this side out for that scope. Just wanted to make sure we're still recording. Never know when you're gonna run out of memory. So the scope comes with a screwdriver, and it's metal, and it's got two screws right where they should be on a scope. I'm just gonna back them both out a couple turns and see if it fits, because I don't really want everything to go flying. It's not gonna bite yet, so go a little bit more. Oh, dang it. It's exactly what I wanted not to happen. All right, we got one to bite, so I'll get this one on, and then we'll try to get this other one back on that fell off. They do have a specific way that they go. Which I'm trying to decide. I think that bottom one actually rotated on me. You know, I don't know. Let's see if we can get this top one to bite now, or this front one to bite. I just like to back my screws out just a little bit until I can feel the grooves on them quick, but just don't want to strip these little tiny screws. There's not much to them. It's really hard to tell what direction these things are supposed to go. They're different. Huh. So make sure you're putting them on the right way, which there's not really a good picture or anything to show you what way they're supposed to go, so not really sure what to tell you about that. I don't even know if I'm putting them on the right way. I can't even get this thing to bite now. I end up just backing both of these out all the way, and then we'll just set it on there where I want it. That's the problem. They're not lining up on that Picatinny. They're like every other. Yeah, that's the problem. I got one hitting center on that rail and one hitting right on top of one of the riser parts of the rail. So it is not evenly split how it should be. So that's why it's not biting. Let's see if I can get it to bite anyways, because it's not like I'm shooting it, so how perfect does it need to be? As long as I can get it to bite and it looks good, I'm fine, but those Picatinny mounts, they do not line up how they should, in my opinion. All right, I got them both to bite. So there's a part of the mount, I don't know if you can see it very well. There's a part of the mount that kind of goes up, so it kind of curves towards the scope. That part needs to be up. That's the only way I could get it to bite properly. And that looks pretty good. I'm just gonna back it off just a little bit and see if I can rotate those mounts just a little bit to bite better. I think this is bad. You should come mount a real scope with me one day. It's a process. Yeah, those mounts do not attach right because the spacers on the rings are not correct. It's about a half a rail off. I mean, it's on there, like it's not going anywhere, but I don't like that. Those screws should drop down in between those slots on the Picatinny, but they don't. They're not spread out correctly. And let's do the sling. Sling looks Very simple. I'm going to shorten it up so there's not a bunch of it just hanging. I'm going to shorten it up as much as it'll go because I don't want it just hanging all droopy. And we'll just clip those on the little clips. There's one on the front and one on the back. There she is, all finished up with the sling, with the scope. All done. Pretty cool little thing. So my overall opinion, pretty cool. It looks legit. It looks real. From what I can tell, it's all metal except for this, the handle, the hand grip. That is not metal. But from what I can tell, I think everything else is on the gun. The scope's metal. And I mean, very like high quality little toy. I like the stand. I like that you can display it and it looks pretty cool. I like that the action actually works like you're racking a shell, right? Your charging handle. I like that you can adjust the stock. I wish this worked better. I wish this button allowed me to adjust it, but it doesn't. I've got to pull down on the whole thing and then I can adjust it. But like a real AR, you would push it there and it would move. But instead I've got to grab the whole thing and pull it down to get it to move. Which is fine, whatever. I just wish that was more realistic. I like the stand. I like the magazine when you get it in. And the magazine release does actually work. And putting it back in, let's see if it's easier now that I've done it. Yeah, so putting it back in now that it's already been in, it locked right into place. Pretty simple. But getting it in that first time, I had to smack it like it was my real AR. Had to give her an old smack. I like the look of the scope. Obviously, it doesn't look super realistic because your sight's in the way and you can't take that sight off. So it kind of is what it is. But overall, pretty cool little toy. I think they're pretty pricey though. I think this is like, I think the gun's like 50 bucks. I don't know what the sling and the scope cost, but I would imagine probably 10 bucks each. I don't know, but I think the gun itself's almost 50 bucks. And so I would never buy one. The wife bought me one for Christmas gift. So I'm too tight, but she bought me one for a Christmas gift, so I'll gladly take it. I like the suppressor, pretty cool. I'd be careful screwing that on because I would bet every dollar that this gun is just aluminum. So if you mess up your thread there, you could definitely strip some stuff out. I like how it comes with the option of the muzzle brake or the suppressor. I like the little sight. Pretty much I like it all. I wish the instructions were a little bit better because I couldn't figure out what direction the hand guard was supposed to go. There's just a few things. Honestly, like overall, kind of harsh, but I'd probably only give it like 3 stars because I feel like this button should work. I feel like the magazine should have went in easier than it did. The scope, they do not line up with the slots in the AR, and this scope says right on it, fits AR models. This is an AR-15 model, so from what it says, it should fit, but it does not line up with the Picatinny rails. Now that being said, I still got it on there. It still looks great, but it doesn't line up. This should just adjust those like 0.5 millimeter and it would slide right into place. I don't love that. That's kind of wobbly. I might take that off and look at why that's wobbly, because I don't feel like it should be. Wobble, 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 wobble. How does that barrel go in there? It's not threaded. You can't rotate it. Yeah, the barrel's kind of got some wobble to it. Definitely not solid. Which, don't love that. Yeah, like I said, I'd probably give it 3 stars. They definitely could make a couple things more solid on them, and they would have a lot better end product, in my opinion. But overall, if you like grown-up toys, I think they're pretty cool. And there it is. So, pretty cool little toy. Yeah, pretty cool little toy. So, I don't know, tell me what you think, but let me know if you have questions. I'm not very good at answering them. I'm literally just playing with the toy, putting it together like a puzzle and videoing myself doing it. So if you have questions, let me know. The scope does not have crosshairs in it. If you look through the scope, there's no crosshairs. That'd be a cool little detail if they could throw some crosshairs in there. I wouldn't be mad about that. I thought it would actually, for some reason, I thought it would load around, but maybe that was just something that I thought that isn't actually true. But the safety, you can rotate the safety auto, semi, whatever. The bolt catch obviously does not work. There's a couple screws right here. I'm guessing you could back them out. I'm guessing you could, yeah, you could remove the lower and the upper if you wanted. We'll just do it really quick. Those are itty bitty. Don't lose those little guys. Probably don't recommend doing this because I'm probably gonna lose something. Oh yeah, but they would totally come out. So it's got 2 little screws that kind of act as your pins. Why is it not coming out? Maybe because my magazine's still in. Take the magazine out. I don't know. Those screws are definitely like your pins. Don't lose those bad boys. Those things are tiny. So I would think from there that it would just come apart. Oh, I'm blind. There's another little screw right here on the other side. Oh, because it's got the spring in it. Everything. So there you go. You can take apart your upper, your lower. Kind of crazy. I wonder if you can pull out your bolt carrier. Oh, you can. That's cool. You can pull out your bolt carrier. Honestly, like, probably don't do this because probably gonna lose something. But just to show you that you can, yeah, you can remove your bolt carrier, your spring. Now the little bolt don't even know what that thing's called. That little switch that you hit to release your bolt. That falls out when you do it, so don't lose that. I don't know, pretty cool. I'm gonna get this back together now. But yeah, be careful with them because there's like little springs and stuff all over. I probably wouldn't do what I just did because it's gonna be kind of a bugger to get it back together, I think. Oh, might go easier than I thought it would. Leave that spring to line up. Now I just gotta make sure I didn't lose all the screws. So this little one should just go right in. Boom. And I've got those two little ones to put back in. Honestly, these screws are the toughest part. These babies are tiny. And probably don't tighten them too tight. They're just little. It would take nothing to strip those out. Oh, it seems like the screwdriver's magnetic at least, so grab them a little bit. So that to me says that your screws are steel, but I'm pretty sure this gun is aluminum, so it would strip out the gun pretty quickly. But pretty cool. I don't know, let me know what you think. And like I said, ask questions if you have them, and I will respond in the comments with answers. But there's my little AR-15 goat gun. Pretty cool little toy. I'll just put it on my gun safe probably and just display it there, or take it to work and display it if I don't get in trouble for that. But pretty cool. Check it out. And I'd recommend one if you like little display things like this. Pretty cool, but there's a few little things I would change. And I already mentioned them, but I feel like the magazine should have went in easier than it did. I feel like it should have clicked better. I feel like this should adjust easier, and I feel like the scope mounts should line up with the Picatinny rail, and they do not. But those are my only complaints. So hope you enjoy it. Hope you enjoyed the video, and hopefully it answers some questions you had about goat guns, and hopefully, I don't know, hopefully you like it. So thanks for following along. If you haven't, subscribe. We do a lot of hunting videos. I've still got a lot of hunting videos to post from this last year. I just haven't had time to edit them, and we're gonna get there though. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys later. Peace out.